Pickup trucks, like American muscle cars, have massively contributed to the revolution of the automotive world. And in this video, we will look at some of the rarest pickup trucks you've probably never heard about. Without further ado, let's get started. Starting the list, we have the Chevrolet Green Brier. The Chevy Green Brier is an interesting truck. For one, it's the most popular model based on the Chevrolet Corvair line, produced from 1961 to 1965. The Green Brier was offered as a stylish option for customers looking to enjoy the Corvair van without facing the pesky stability issues associated with using the nameplate. One of the best-selling points of the Green Brier at the time was the innovative side ramp it featured, which made loading and unloading cargo very easy. However, since it was based on the Corvair platform, the Green Brier still suffered some bad press, including engine oil leaks and certain stability issues related to the swing axle rear suspension of the truck. That aside, the Green Brier boasted a stock 80 horsepower flat 6 engine that gave twice the power you would get from a Volkswagen van at the time. GM also offered a camper package for the Green Brier, which essentially turns the truck into a camping pickup truck because you get a kitchen counter, bed cushions, and a Coleman stove and cooler. Moving on to number 7, we have the 1955 Chevrolet Cameo. The Chevrolet Cameo, compared to other trucks on this list, had a good run. The truck was produced from 1955 to 1959 and was one of the first vehicles that changed public opinion on pickup trucks. At the time, pickup trucks were stereotyped as farm vehicles, and many automotive manufacturers were working overtime to change this public perception. The Chevy Cameo copied the innovative styling of the redesigned 1955 Chevrolet Task Force truck and improved on it to become one of the company's first rugged luxury trucks. General Motors opted to use fiberglass components for some parts of the Cameo, like the rear fenders of the truck, for instance. The Cameo was also the first truck to feature Chevrolet's iconic fleet-side truck bed. Among other features, the most common 1955 Chevy Cameo you will find comes with a two-tone red and white dashboard and upholstery, although the interior color depends on the paint job of the truck itself. The pickup also featured an all-synchro hydromatic transmission setup and an impressive 283 cubic inch V8 displacement engine. Despite being designed for the luxury segment, the Cameo was still a beast. Unfortunately, while the truck's design made it an instant hit in the market, it was quickly phased out because of the premium price tag. Up next, the Diamond T201. The Diamond T201 was the brilliant idea of Charles A. Tilt, who began building cars in 1905 before turning his focus on the truck segment by 1911. Before long, Charles Tilt developed a unique identity for his truck cabs, which involved tilting them forward to access the engine compartment. Another trademark feature was the full disc chrome hubcaps and bumpers that gave the T201 some resemblance to a Chrysler car. The Diamond T201 later earned the nickname the Boss Truck because of their distinct design, and elements like the dual fold-out windshield panels and the car-like interior of the truck were key selling points. What's more, the interior of the T201's cabin received a luxurious finish with accessories such as electric clocks, a stylish steering wheel, and vinyl-covered seats, among others. For performance, the Diamond T201 received all-wheel hydraulic drum brakes, a Warner T9 4-speed manual transmission, and a 236 cubic inch displacement Hercules engine with a power rating of 91 horsepower. The engine could produce 190 pound-feet of torque coupled with a Clark R650 full-floating rear differential for optimal performance. Now, despite the pickup truck having 11 years of production from 1938 to 1949, it remained super rare because not many were produced at the time. Holding down the 5th spot, we have the 1954 GM C100. The 1954 GM C100 is one of the most traditional ultra-rare half-ton pickup trucks ever produced. Although you could get the same truck with a different configuration, like the 3/4 or 1-ton configuration. The GM C100 embodied the old-school beater look and was popular among hot rod enthusiasts at the time. Under the hood, the classic pickup truck received a massive overhead valve inline 6-cylinder engine with a 269 cubic inch displacement engine boasting 130 horses. Anyone looking to get the GMC 100 in 1954 could get their truck with a 3-speed manual synchromesh transmission unit or upgrade to a 4-speed manual transmission for a little fee. The upgrade also included improved chassis lengths and distinct wheelbases. Regardless of the model though, All GMC 100 pickups featured modern accessories like a limited slip rear axle, overdrive transmission setup, and a power steering. Subsequent models in the GMC 100 line became more than a pickup truck and could double as a family car. At number 4, we have the 1991 Ford Skyranger. What happens if you merge a car and a pickup truck? Well, the limited edition Ford Skyranger was Ford's attempt to satisfy two different customer bases in 1991. The idea to build something as radical as a convertible pickup was developed after Carroll Shelby, in 1989, partnered with Dodge to co-develop the magnificent Shelby Dakota pickup truck. In response, Ford decided to commission the production of 17 convertible pickups, which were then sold through dealerships. Interestingly, even with the unique concept behind its production, the idea of a convertible pickup truck never gained traction in the market. The Skyranger featured a soft top that could be manually folded to create a unique drop-top truck. Ford also outfitted the pickup with a Cyclone V6 engine. Only one remains accounted for, and it was last auctioned in 2015. The next one on our list is the Datsun 120. The Datsun 120 pickup trucks were produced by Nissan from 1955 to 1961. These Japanese pickup trucks completely changed the game for Japanese automakers by giving them a share of the global automobile market. The Datsun 120 was not just the first Nissan vehicle to be sold in Europe. Over 200 units were sold in Spain in 1956. At the time, the Datsun 120 was considered fast, with an 860cc Datsun Type 10 engine. In fact, the payload capacity of the truck at the time was considered poor, yet it was produced for 6 years and shipped globally. During its year of production, more than 6 models of the Datsun 120 were produced, during which the company received custom orders for the truck. Holding down the second spot is the GMC Cyclone. When the GMC Cyclone launched in the early 90s, it took the market by storm. The pickup truck was co-produced by General Motors in 1991, with about 2,995 leaving the production line. The pickup was a 4-wheel drive and was the fastest stock pickup truck ever produced when it was released. The GMC Cyclone featured a 4.3-liter turbocharged V6 engine coupled with a 4L64-speed automatic transmission setup. A Garrett air intercooler was added to improve airflow, among other performance features. The truck could conveniently crank out 280 ponies and 350 pound-feet of torque from a standstill. The GMC Cyclone could go from 0 to 60 miles per hour within 4.3 seconds, putting its performance in the same category as the sports cars available. At the time, all models of the 1991 GMC Cyclone that left the assembly line were available in black. However, a further 3 were produced in 1992, which featured a range of colors. 2 special editions of the 1991 Cyclone were also produced, although they were not available to the public. And this video would not be complete without the special edition Dodge D100 trucks, released from 1964 to 1966. The impact of the first Gene D100 pickup was memorable, and Chrysler certainly built on the success. In the 1960s, Chevrolet and Ford dominated the aggressive pickup truck market. Dodge, though, despite holding a chunk of the American muscle car market share, was struggling to catch up to its competitors in the truck game. To keep up, the company launched the game-changing Special Edition option for its trucks in 1964. The Special Edition, which the company marketed as a custom sport special package, came with a 426 wedge V8 engine with a monstrous 375 horsepower and about 470 pound-feet of torque at the time. The engine was the largest and most powerful engine to be integrated into a pickup truck, and not surprisingly, it boosted Dodge's standing in the pickup truck market. The package was not just popular for its massive engine, though. The custom trucks introduced bucket seats, a push-button 727 load-flight 3-speed automatic transmission setup and traction bars, among other upgrades. For interior changes, they came with a unique power steering, a sun tachometer, and a dual exhaust setup. Unfortunately, as incredibly powerful and visually appealing as the series was, getting the option was simply too expensive. At the time, you would need to scrounge $1,235, which was a lot of money at the time. Even worse, interested buyers had to pay the total cost of the upgrade in advance without any options for installments. The result? Only 50 special edition Dodge D-Series pickup trucks were produced, and only about 31 still exist today. And there you have it. Which of these trucks have you heard of, and which one did you have the chance to drive? We would love to know in the comment section. Do like and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps us a ton.